Hey everybody, welcome to Vlogmas Day 15. In today's Vlogmas, I'm actually going to talk about something a little more serious. I just put the glasses on for fun. There's a topic that's been on my mind for a few days, a few weeks maybe. These topics typically come from comments that people make or comments they leave on our videos and stuff. And when I see a theme where people ask a time or two, and it's something that I feel like I can educate on, I try to do so. So today's video is about discipline. Do I ever discipline Jessica? What do I do when she needs to be disciplined? My first reaction, honestly, when I get these questions is to ignore them. They make me uncomfortable when people ask that. And part of the reason why it makes me uncomfortable is because, in my opinion, when people ask me about Jessica and discipline, it tells me volumes or indicates to me volumes about their level of understanding of the big picture of Jessica, the big picture of autism, the big picture of Jessica being an adult with autism. And even if Jessica wasn't an adult, if she was still a child or underage. My opinion on this has never changed. This has been my perspective, my point of view, how I raised Jessica always. In my opinion, when Jessica acts out, which is what some people call it, and the people that ask about discipline, their perspective is that she's acting out and needs to be disciplined. When that happens, when Jessica's having a meltdown or leading up to a meltdown, or let's just say it's not a meltdown, it's just that she's really upset about something and she's using words and actions to express herself, and she might say things that sound negative. She might make threats about things she might do in retaliation or because of whatever. Even if Jessica gets aggressive, which she rarely does anymore, but she has in the past. For me, as her mom, in the global picture of things, all of those things, the behaviors, the actions, the words, the mood, attitude, all of those things combined into one big ball represent a struggle to communicate, a struggle to express everything that's going on within her that's causing her to feel super stressed, super worried, super anxious, like she doesn't have enough control over a situation, like she's being misunderstood. And I think that's the biggie for me. I think, and I've seen it happen over the years, over and over again, where Jessica is misunderstood by people, like in present, like when she's present with people, she's misunderstood by them. And of course, these people don't understand that they misunderstand. Then Jessica has a reaction, or she has what appears to be behaviors in response to being misunderstood. Some people view that as misbehaving, when in fact it is not misbehaving, it is being misunderstood, which is leading to this outward presentation that looks like misbehaving or a bad attitude or something like that. I'm not trying to say that Jessica is incapable of acting out and just being bad. We're all capable of being bad. We're all fallible and imperfect. And if Jessica did something that was unprovoked, that had nothing to do with being misunderstood or stressed or anxious, and if she just did something out of meanness, or which is funny because, she doesn't have it within her to be mean. Unless somebody's been mean to her first, unless somebody has misunderstood her first, unless she perceives that this person has ill intentions towards her. So it still goes back to being misunderstood, or back to a history of previous actions by another person. So as an adult, Jessica's 34 years old. So as an adult, it is not my place to discipline Jessica should she need to be disciplined. I hate that word, like using it in conjunction with Jessica, and especially now that she's an adult. While Jessica is very happy-go-lucky and childlike at times, she's also very mature in her thought process. She's very mature in her knowledge of many things about the world. And I can't assign an age to Jessica. She's not like, you can't say what age equivalent is she. It's not that simple. You can't do it. It's impossible. She's not an equivalent age. She is Jessica, age 34. I believe in time I need to do more videos and interpretations of my views on Jessica as an adult and her rights as an adult to make some of her own decisions and be in control of some aspects of her life with guidance and with influence, and what kind of impact that has on her happiness. That's another video. The thing to do, in my opinion, with Jessica, if a situation arises where correction needs to be made, or she does something that I feel like was unprovoked, uncalled for, and inappropriate, we talk about it. We have a sit down. Sometimes we sit down on the couch and we just talk it through, and I want to know what led to it and what she's feeling and why she's feeling that way, and does she think it's okay. And I try to offer information to her to help her understand better why things are not okay. She often will understand that, but almost always there's a reason. There's almost always something that provoked her. There's something underlying, and she can't always tell me what it is, but often when we have these conversations, we can come around to me figuring out what it is. I know that not all parents have this same approach. I'm not trying to say there's a right and wrong approach. This is my approach. This is what's worked very well for me with Jess in our lifetime. I feel like it's the healthiest approach for her. I would like to say there have been times that I have tried to correct behaviors. Now, this is not discipline. This is more about correcting things like self-harm, or, correcting negative behaviors with Jessica losing a privilege, or Jessica, like, you can't have this until you do that. Or I'm going to take this away from you because of whatever. We've tried that over the years for a few things, and it never, ever works. It makes all situations much worse. It's just not what works for Jessica. And everybody's different. So that just because it doesn't work for Jessica doesn't mean it's not going to work for someone else. But for Jessica, that type of negative reinforcement, not only does it not work, it often, just causes way more problems, way more anxiety. Everything becomes a much more stressful, big deal if you try to approach things in that way. So do I ever discipline Jessica? No, I don't discipline Jessica because she's an adult and she doesn't need to be disciplined. She doesn't do anything to be disciplined for. Do I ever have conversations with Jessica about behaviors or correcting or, teaching about why she shouldn't do certain things? Of course. We all do that. It's just life instruction. It's life guidance. I still offer guidance to both of my other children and always will. I'll always be their parent, no matter how old they get. I seek out guidance from my parents, and it's just part of life. That's not discipline. That's guidance and teaching, and that's my method. I prefer guidance and teaching, not discipline. My methods of raising Jessica and keeping her happy does not equal Jessica being spoiled. It's about we are a family, and there is a balance for all of us. I've said before, the world doesn't revolve around Jessica. Our household doesn't necessarily revolve around Jessica. It kind of does, but it doesn't have to. We're all a part of this solar system here, and there has to be a balance for everybody. And a lot of times our decisions that we make on how we handle a moment, how we handle a situation, how we handle a scenario equates to balance for the family, happiness for all of us, lowering stress for all of us. We want to be the healthiest we can be and the happiest we can be. And I believe that having a positive approach to things in life is one of the keys to that. And it's okay for us to try to keep things smooth. So that's my position on that. I hope this has been helpful to somebody. If you have anything more specific that you would like for me to address along this line about discipline, and any questions about, more specific questions about correcting a specific behavior or a specific incident, feel free to comment below, and I will try to answer it, or I will collect questions, comments, or whatever, and do another follow-up video on this topic. I would love some feedback from those who also share this view and raise their children in a similar manner. I don't want anybody to jump on anybody else's opinion about how they do it. I like to keep things kind on our page, and when people start attacking each other, we usually remove those comments because I just don't want that kind of negativity on my page, just like I don't want it in my life and in my home and in the way I don't discipline Jessica. So be kind to each other. I hope y'all are having a happy holiday. I will see y'all later. Bye.